Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Rob with DVC Shop and thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to head back over to Epcot and talk a little bit about one of the attractions there. One of the newer attractions, in fact. That's right, today we're going to talk about a few things that you may not know about Frozen Ever After. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and let us know down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on this ride? Do you prefer Maelstrom, which was there prior? Do you prefer that versus this? What do you think? Let us know. Back in February, we were able to take our kids onto the Frozen ride for their very first time. And for the kids, let's just say this, it's a knockout. They love this. My daughter Laurel loves Anna and Elsa. They love all things Frozen, from the music to the characters. It's all really good. That's one of the main benefits about going on this ride, is you get a little taste of everybody from that movie. Naturally, we're gonna like it, right? Well, let's talk about a few things that you may not know about this ride. Did you know that when they were recording the soundtrack and the voiceovers for this ride, they actually went back to the original cast and used the original talent? That's right, from Kristen Bell to Idina Menzel with Josh Gad and Jonathan Groff, they're all there. They have their voices in this. And to me, this makes a big difference, because when I'm going through something that's supposed to be authentic, and let's face it, Disney does really good at authentic stuff. So when I'm going through this ride and I hear a voice that's not the original voice actor, that throws me off. I'm in some part taken away from the ride, and I'm thinking about now how they could have used the original voices. But now with Frozen, I think they caught on to that, and they did. They went back to the original cast and they had them record all the lines for this. Earlier I mentioned that this ride took over the spot for Maelstrom. I would really like to know, I've seen videos online about it, but I would really like to know from you if you've been on Maelstrom. I didn't know this, but apparently they used the same track, the same layout for this ride. I thought that was pretty interesting that they didn't really change much. I think the one thing that they did change is where you get on and where you exit, which I find a little interesting, but from everything else in that ride, from the little drops to the the backwards motion, it's the same. Watching on YouTube versus what they have now in Frozen Ever After, I wouldn't have been able to know. So that's kind of good. Good on them for being able to reutilize everything. But again, like I said, I wasn't able to go on it. So if you did, what do you think about that transition from Maelstrom to Frozen Ever After? This may be something you know, but I think is really cool to note nonetheless. This is actually a very low-lit attraction that actually provides you with a pretty good picture from the attraction, which I'm impressed by. Each one of our pictures are turned out pretty good. Now right now with COVID, the plexiglass kind of gets in the way of that a little bit. You get a lot of water on the plexiglass and that can shimmer and shine. It just doesn't always add up the way they wanted it to originally. So once they get rid of the plexiglass, I'm sure it'll be fine. But the fact that they have an attraction photo on this is great, because what person who meets their heroes Anna and Elsa wouldn't want to remember that forever? So I think it's A on them for having an attraction photo. Those are my few facts I wanted to discuss with you. Overall, my thoughts on this attraction, honestly, I'd probably give it maybe 4 out of 5 thumbs up, only because it's a little short. I know that they were taking their track from previous attraction there, but they could have maybe added a section or done something to make it a little bit longer, because you do go on, you're waiting in a long line for it and it goes really fast. I mean, Disney's had this problem for years. I mean, look at Peter Pan, for example. That's one of the shortest rides on Disney property, and it has one of the longest lines to wait through. I wish they just maybe have added a section or maybe added a room. I think they did a pretty good job with the queue and keeping you engaged and entertained in the queue line, but maybe something else to bring you and keep you interested and make it seem like waiting that hour plus in line was worth it. So don't forget to let us know what you think and hit the like button and subscribe on your way out. It really does help us out. If you would like to see more of our family's adventures, head over to YouTube. In the search bar there, type The Campbell Chronicles. There we discuss all things family, travel, and Disney. So if you value any of those, that channel is for you, and we would greatly appreciate your subscription to that channel. Thank you very much, and we'll see you real soon.